The MP7 might have just become the greatest SMG inside of Counter-Strike 2. This gun is unbelievable, and today I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about the changes that were made to it and how you can absolutely abuse people with it. I'm going to make this video short and get straight to the point, so let's hop into it, guys. Recently, the MP7 got buffed so much. It is incredible, like what they've done to this gun. It went from being $1,500 to $1,400, which doesn't seem like a big change, but it really is, because if you have $2,050, technically you could force this gun up. You could buy it and get half armor, even though I don't really recommend that. It makes it so much more viable to use, especially on CT side. If we flip over real quick, you're going to understand really quick that the MP9 was actually nerfed recently, and making it so unplayable. The recoil on it sucks. Of course, it's always going to be a good gun, but the MP7, the way I look at it, it's almost like the rifle of the SMG class, because with this gun, they also made it so that there's less damage fall off and it does more damage at long range. So guys, that makes this gun absolutely broken, because if you see this thing, it's a laser beam. Especially if we can sit there and do little bursts with it, which is where it's most effective, you'll be surprised. I've been killing people long range with this thing. If you're accurate, if you hit your shot, it's almost like an M4 if you can delete people. What's almost like so broken with it as well is it will actually one-shot people if you are like not that far and they have no head armor. Like if I'm in this distance right here and he has no head armor, it'll completely one-shot him. Now, yes, if he has a helmet, it becomes less viable. It doesn't become as good. But dude, it's just unbelievable how much you melt people, how fast people die with this thing. I'm going to teach you how to spray this thing. I'm going to teach you lots of good tips with it, lots of good tricks. But first, I have to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video.
Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description.
All right, guys. So what's really cool with this gun as well is the spray pattern is pretty simple. It's not necessarily the easiest thing in the world to learn, but if you remember a few tips and tricks I'm going to give you here, it will become very, very, very effective. So the first thing you need to see is just what is spray pattern. Essentially, the way I look at it, it's almost like a backwards 7, and you see it actually makes a 7 when we're spraying. So all we need to do is move our hand down to the left when we're spraying this thing. Down to the left. You see, it's going to look something like that. Down to the left, and you are going to have a very tight little spray control. And what you can do is then move your hand to the right, and generally it's going to be pretty simple. Again, not easy, but if you practice it on the daily and remember those little tips of down to the left, it's a backwards 7, you are going to be able to consistently replicate it in a meaningful way. So that's really nice. Another thing that I've been finding with is that it's not the most accurate when you're jumping around and going crazy, as you can see, but if you keep your feet on the ground and you like wide swing people, it's just like any other SMG where you're gonna pretty much hit every single bullet. So again, really good burst. I find that jiggle peeking with it is really sick too, because if you can take a few pot shots before your opponent can react, again, it's almost like a rifle how we're gonna play with it, and we're gonna take a few shots and then peek, fall, peek, fall, peek, fall. So you don't really want to look at it the same way you'd look at like a P90 or PP Bison, even like a MAC-10. A MAC-10, you're gonna get really active. You're gonna be jumping around, going crazy with it. The MP7, you almost want to hold down sightlines. You want to effectively peek with it. You don't want to necessarily rush. It's very versatile. I actually think that this thing is going to be more useful than the FAMAS, for example, because the FAMAS, to me, the spray pattern just kind of sucks. The spray pattern is very weird with it. It's goes back and forth. The Galil is pretty simple and me for my brain. Maybe that's just the way I see things, but I can see the MP7 with the price, and the beauty of it is it's an SMG, so it's going to give you a high kill reward. It should give you $600 per kill if I'm correct. So try this gun out, see if you like it, see if it's something that you are effective with, and I wish you the best of luck. Good luck in your journey. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.